Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Extras video, and today I've got for you the Chizuru build of everything that you ever wanted to dream of. So before we begin, make sure that your Chizuru's passive is fully level 5, because originally I had a build where I needed 100% more TDH, but now that she doesn't need that anymore, now we're good. So we don't need it anymore. Here's the build. So for EX3 you won't need any of this evasion stuff, but I just thought that her base form is better as like a recovery base form. So we have Pure Lotus here for some MP because she requires a lot of MP to use all of her abilities. Full status immunity, Guts, and also LB fill and MP as well, evasion. Her STMR is very good for her, so if you can get her to EX2, definitely recommend getting her STMR, of course. And we have the chain cap here. We have your own vision card because it helps out with killers. We also have her TMR for sets 50% killers for everything. So with this, we are not lacking in killers at all. We have 300% beast. We have 300% insect, stone, plant, killer. And we don't need any LB damage, even though she has it in her base form for some reason. It's not required at all. In the Brave Shift form, now we're going all full out with attack and lone burst damage and killers. So we have our STMR, of course. We have Graph's Mask for LB damage and also LB fill rate. We have the Magic Sphere's Celestate Regular of Will from Clash of Wills. It has more attack than the Crown, so that's why I decided for this. And also this helps out with LB damage. If you don't have this, of course, you could swap. You could use Yuna's STMR in here, for example. You have Yuna's STMR in there instead. And for the materials or abilities, I have our TMR here. I also have Fallen Moon for more LB damage and some evasion, although it doesn't really matter that much. Dragoon's Wisdom for a little bit of MP on top of a little bit of attack. Do we actually need that? Actually, we don't. We actually don't need this. I think this was here from before, the previous build, but we don't actually need that anymore. And Pure Lotus just because, like I said, she requires a lot of MP. As you can see her, a lot of the things here cost quite a bit of MP. 100 per cast. Even though it's single casting, it's pretty heavy MP cost. A lot of these things are pretty heavy MP cost. So look at her MP. I gotta work. I bought the pods for it, but I forgot to pot her. Whoops. But I'm sure she'll have around 1,000 MP if I door pot her, or maybe like 900. So I just thought, because there's nothing else to really build, because she's maxed attack now, could swap this out for anything at this point. So let's just take this out very quickly here. This is the free slot for anything you'd like to have there. Her TMR is very good. Her vision card is very good. Gives her guts and also stop immunity. And it also gives her 25% all killers and also 500 flat attack. Very nice. I'm actually really surprised that they gave that on top of the 500 flat attack, because usually that probably would be like 250 if they're doing both of those. But nope, they didn't compromise on that. So now you're able to get this much of attack. So you could actually put in, if you like, you can actually put in, if you have it, you can actually put in the GF extension. I got 9.2k. And I know I think it's possible to get 10,000 if you have them at EX3, I believe, but I don't have her at EX3, so we're not going to be able to get there. And let's look at her EX3 ability. You get another 500 flat attack, plus you get another chain cap increase, so you wouldn't have... You probably would still use the robe, the clothes, because it does give a lot of attack, but you wouldn't have to have it anymore if you didn't need to. And I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just for just for these. But yeah, she would have another 500 flat attack, so that'd be around 9,700, give or take. So that'll bring her pretty close. And you could also, her vision card is quite good, but you could also use something else if you'd like. But if you have the ring, or if you have AX3, you probably could swap the closeout for one that gives flat stats if you'd like to do that. I think that's what people are doing, to give more flat stats. So she can reach 10,000 attack at EX3 with the proper equipment. Mine's only EX2. I'm not going any further than that. But I think this is a really good build. I wouldn't say it's like a whale build or anything, though. I wouldn't say that. So you could swap out Pure Lotus if you'd like for something else. There's not a lot of MP cost reduction things. There's only like 10% on global currently. Most of them are tied to like this on this side more than this side, but you could if you'd like. And also I'm gonna go ahead and pot her or door pot her NP. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, so with door potting, she actually is up to 1000 NP, which might be better. But it still would be good because she's already at max attack. So she doesn't need any more attack. She's full LB damage. You just have a lot of freedom with her. You have a lot of freedom. You could gear more killers. This is just an example build. Of course, you would if you're not fighting anything that this is not strong against, you probably would be building her differently. So I just think this is nice because this is one of the highest MP recoveries in the game at 12%. Plus it gives her a little tiny stat buff. And GF extension is quite nice. And Fallen Moon is quite nice, but that could be replaced by anything else that gives LB damage. As long as it's 50%. And I think this is pretty good, guys. I think this is a pretty good build. Maybe someday I'll be able to get her to EX3, but for now she's stuck at EX2. I think the EX2 is pretty reasonable and global because of the VIP coins in the shop, the exchange shop that you can exchange for shards, and the login. Well, the login doesn't help that much, but it's a little helpful. And also the Lapis version of the exchange shop where you can exchange for more shards. So I think EX2 and global is really easy to get relatively compared to JP. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. Again, if you ever EX3, you don't need any of this evasion stuff. Because she gives more evasion at EX3 on the base form. So you'd be able to use something better than this. Anyways, again, thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. Looking forward to using her eventually in something. She is a very strong damage deal. If you didn't know, if you pulled her and you didn't know how strong she was, she's actually stronger than Wilk. But Wilk has infinite turns, so kind of like she's really strong when she gets herself set up. But at the same time, Wilk has infinite turns, so he has more time to build up his damage as well. So overall, she is the strongest damage dealer. But Wilk is not that bad either. So if you pull for Wilk, don't feel too bad, guys, because he still has 90% defense break, where it's kind of still kind of rare. Only some units have it, and I would not be too worried if you have Wilk. Don't be too salty. There was a lot of people that were salty as soon as that news came out, where Chizuru was so strong. People started being so salty. Don't be salty, guys. Don't be salty. Wilk is still good. Wilk is still good. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching again. See you in the next video. Peace.